Class AA showdown. Let's take a look at the starting lineup first for the visitors from Mahopac. On defense, Clammer, Goodrow, and McNerney. In the midfield, Walpole, Colatruglio, Martin, Matos, and Clammer. And up top, we'll see Vincenzo and Steinberg this afternoon. For today's contest, and we're underway here in this Section 1 Class AA showdown. Again, it's a special kit that North Rockland is sporting here in Breast Cancer Awareness Month with pink numerals. They also have pink ribbons painted on the grass surface here at North Rockland. And a beautiful day for soccer here in the middle of October.
Yeah, it's literally 80 degrees in October. You cannot get a better day than this.
And Mahopac is trying to find a way to secure this big win on the road that would, as it sounds like in talking to Coach Famusa before the game, Julianne, assure his team a spot as one of the top 4 seeds, but he thinks that if they were to lose to North Rockland, a team on the rise, that they might have to come to the realization they might have to be on the road for the playoffs.
Right, and that's not something he wants. I mean, any team wants their home field advantage, that's for sure. So that's why these two teams are going to really give it their all today. Not that they don't give it their all every game, but when it is a sectional game, it matters, especially as we near November and the end of October here.
As it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Morales and North Rockland, who really are trending in the upwards direction, just coming off a top 10 victory against Warwick in their last game, 1-0. They're really playing high-level soccer, and they feel like they're peaking at the right point in the season. As it gets sent down the other way, Ailish Martin winning possession for Mahopac. And Martin's going to be one of those key players for the Indians. She's bound for Rider University. She had 2 goals in their win earlier on this season against John Jay East Fishkill. And number 21 is a big-time force in this midfield for the Indians. As it goes down the near side, this is Bianca Christ, getting it. And Coach Famusa was adamant to us, saying that they have to do better and clean it up in the midfield if they want to stay with and also put pressure on North Rockland.
Yeah, they want to keep it wide today. They've got to utilize the corners more and keep it outside the middle. I mean, this game's going to be won in the middle. Let's face it, North Rockland is really tough when they get it on the run in the middle.
DiVincenzo, 1 possession, try to go the lead pass down the far side, but just out of the outlet of a teammate. And here's Brady. The dangerous Kelly Brady with 10 goals on the season, dropping it off for a teammate. Price takes the shot, parried away this time by Ombani. Look at Bianca Christ, the junior.
And the first shot of the game here, Bianca Christ. That's a nice kick. She just had to go a little more to the right. She went right at Ombani.
Now here's an opportunity, but just getting a little far. Well, Martin, not really causing too much for Nicole Solicito to have to worry about. She had 7 wins and a 1-0 win against Warwick. Also coming off a 7-save performance and a 1-0 win against Suffern. So this team knows how to win close games, as well as really turning on the afterburners and putting home many goals in a game.
Yeah, North Rockland coming off that Warwick win yesterday, 1-0, and obviously a top 10 team in the state.
On the bounce, Solicito handles it easily, and for Mahopac, they're kind of having to evolve their identity after that injury to Morgan Kirby, one of their captains. 7 goals on the season for Kirby, who suffered a knee injury. They had a potent offense that has kind of, been changed, and they have to do something to fix that here later on in the season.
Yep, teams have really figured that out. I mean, since her ACL injury, they've been able to hone in more on just certain players like Steinberg. They can just mark her, and if you stop Steinberg, then Mahopac struggles. And so that's where Mahopac has to just get better at becoming more difficult to stop and getting more players that are able to step up.
A throw coming for Mahopac.
But a huge loss. And today's a game where North Rockland really wants to just keep it at their tempo. They're trying to play their way, make Mahopac play in their style and tempo.
Price alternates it to the far side, tries to connect with the teammate, but it gets headed out. And it actually is a corner kick earned for North Rockland as Looked like Mahopac had a little more time that they did not think that they had. Got it out of harm's way, but in doing so, knocked it out North Rockland with the first corner of the afternoon. And it looks like it's going to be Bianca Christ, number 9, doing the honors in the far corner. Averaging just under 3 goals a game is North Rockland stingy, allowing less than 10 total goals on the season for the Red Raiders. Just on the edge of the box, gets deflected, and it will be a goal kick upcoming for Mahopac.
But Bianca Christ typically taking a lot of those corner kicks and just need a little bit more lift on that ball. But I think that the team that gets those set pieces, those corner kicks, those direct kicks, it will be really pivotal as far as which team is able to really capitalize off of getting those opportunities.
Steinberg was trying to win possession. Great job controlling the ball by Ashley Morales. And looking down that near flank for Christ so far in the opening moments of this first half. Up top for the first time to Kaylee Matos. Now Mahopac transitioning the other way. Steinberg is running down the near wing. They can't get it to her. And outlet now to the other side for North Rockland.
Oh, nice ball.
There's an opportunity briefly in clearing it away.
Nearly could have been offsides too, but
trying to turn around and contort themselves for a shot opportunity. Only really one shot so far that Amboni had to worry about. She'll come off her line and scoop that one up. But definitely good pressure displayed in the opening moments here for Coach McGovern's side.
Yeah, I mean, the ball has been in their hands most of the time here. They've kept the ball active. I think if they play that solid possession soccer, they're going to be in good shape because that's what they do well. And if Mahopac doesn't disrupt that, they're going to be in trouble.
Here's Carly Steinberg, one of the top scorers in all of Section 1. Had a 4-goal performance against Ketchum earlier on this season. Prolific goal scorer and only a sophomore. That's where we're treated to seeing the future here for both programs. And Steinberg for Mahopac and Brady for North Rockland. Only sophomores, but still two of the best players in all the area.
They're both very impressive, especially for being so young. I mean, it's huge to have that kind of potential and star power in your future.
It goes out of bounds. We'll see if it's going to be a throw right in front of the corner flag. The Indians will dump it in. McNerney knocked out. So missed opportunity there for Mahopac. Good defensive work by the Red Raiders as they'll take over with possession. Foul whistled against the Indians there. So it'll be a free kick deep in their own end for the Red Raiders. McMillan is a central midfielder. 3 goals on the season for the sophomore, and both teams also really young across the board. As Coach McGovern was talking to us prior to the game, Julianne, he had so many freshmen and sophomores in the game in a key spot against the number 10 team in the state in their last time out. That's just a credit to the depth and the talent in this program.
Nice ball.
They're centering it inside the box, just rolls out to the far side. Still possession maintained by North Rockland. Good tackle there by Mahopac.
See, you see how physical this is getting, and I think that's going to be a real factor in this game. These are two similar teams that are both very physical. You hear both coaches say it, and you see here it's already a foul. I mean, these guys are going to be aggressive, and I expect to see more and more calls like that.
Clammer did a good job of dispossessing North Rockland and then drew the foul to keep possession for her side. Interception here by DiVincenzo. Looking for DiVincenzo, but a little too far out of her grasp. Will roll out of bounds at a goal kick upcoming for North Rockland. A key game to say the least as we're approaching later on in the season, still earn those home games that prove to be so vital, especially with their next game on their schedule coming up against Arlington, the top team in the state and the defending sectional champs as well.
Right, a team that no team has even scored on this whole season. I mean, that's going to be tough facing Arlington in just a day or two.
Ball loose in the back. Again, trying to lead Brady down that far side. Great job of holding on to possession. Trying to get it up top to Christ, but once again, stepping out in front was Zena McNerney.
And Christ is finding herself in positions. She's just not quite able to get it where she's past that defense. It's teeter that line there with going off sides.
Certainly, she's been the focal point in the early goings here for North Rockland as the ball goes all the way back. But again, nice and easy for the backline defense. A little more pressure then put up. That forced the bad kick from Solicito. Now an opportunity here for Steinberg. Trying to connect with Martin, but she just could not get free to the top of the box. North Rockland known for their experience on their back line and really just a solid group that Coach McGovern knew coming into the season was going to be the team's strength. He's been happy to see not only that, but also goal-scoring output from Brady and company up top. As we're still scoreless in the early goings of this first half. From North Rockland to Mahopac taking on North Rockland. Dan Long, Julianne Vianney, so happy that you could join us here on Verizon FiOS 1 Sports. Here's a lead pass to Brady. Pushed off, but still winning possession. Brady is that speedster, Julianne, that you could see that she really tries to go down those far wings to get some space.
And she's somebody they really look for, having a terrific year. Had her 10th goal the other day against Warwick. And she's had at least 4 or 5, maybe even 6 assists this season. She's been really terrific.
Now possession for Mahopac. Kaylee Matos run over to the far side, getting in the box and hitting off the side of the post. And a follow-up finish for Mahopac and Alish Martin.